Oh my God. Hello, Bev. Look at you on already. What a beautiful day. I know. And I finally got up yesterday, Bev, and I cleaned my windows outside. Do you know how happy it was? Let's just see if you can hear me. So if you can hear me, Bev, just say, yay, I can hear you. Somebody can't find it, the video. I got a thumbs up, so I'm thinking that maybe you can hear me. I'm gonna yak for a little second or two here. So I have to apologize because I'm resurrecting cards that I had done for a team meeting last. Hey Karen, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining in. So I'm resurrecting some cards that I made for a team meeting. Oh, good, Bev can hear me. It was a while ago. Must have been January. And my sister and I got working on the family tree last night. And hey, Molly. Oh, Richard wants. Oh, I'm not doing your windows, Molly. No, 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 no. But boy, my windows needed cleaning. Oh, look at Charlene's on and Susan's on. Oh, excellent. Yeah, so my sister and I last night started working on family tree stuff by text, and we got onto a roll. So it was like 1 o'clock, and I hadn't done the cards yet. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyhow, I hope everyone is doing well. And hey, Cindy. Oh, look, Cindy. Charlene is here. Cindy's here. Excellent. So we got lots of people coming on today. We are going to be using Path of Petals stamp set and the Small Blossom Punch. And Marianne's on. Hey, Marianne. And I'm going to walk through with you making 3 simple cards. One's a sympathy card, and I really don't like making sympathy cards. One's a birthday card, and one is a wedding card. And I am going to tell you what's retiring and what isn't, but the good news, very little of what I'm showing you today is retiring. So since I got, I think, a full quorum so far, I'm going to get over and without further ado and further yakking, I'm going to show you what we're working on. So today we're going to work with the Path of Petals. This is carrying over into the new catalog. And we're going to be using the Small Blossom Punch. And we're going to use the 2-inch punch and the triple banner punch. Now, if you don't have the triple banner punch, you can fork those manually. 2-inch punch, you can actually, for what we're going to do, use almost any circle punch that you have. And we're going to use the Mossy Meadow ink and the Crushed Curry ink. So that is all sticking around. Oh, and of course we're going to use the linen thread. What we're going to use that's retiring are the gold faceted gems. So the gold and clear faceted gems are both retiring. There is another gold gem that's coming in its place. That's going to replace it. And because these are photopolymer stamp sets, and I don't know the logic behind this, folks, but because these are photopolymer stamp sets, we're also going to be using a piercing mat. These are retiring, so these are going bye-bye, and they're not being replaced with anything. So I don't know if it's use the Stamparatus, because there's a piercing mat on top, like a sponge mat on the Stamparatus, but these are retiring. So I actually, now that I think of it, I might order some extras. I have, I think, 6 of them for classes, but I might order some extras. Okay, so that is what we are going to be using. And I'm going to show you the two cards that sort of inspired this. When before everybody came on, I was talking to Bev. Hey, Judy, thanks for joining us. Oh, and Anne's here too. Excellent. So these are the 2 cards that inspired this, the cards we're going to make today. But this stamp set has retired. So, well, it was the Celebration stamp set. So I've changed the cards, and we're going to be using the Path of Petals instead. And you're going to see that it's very similar look, but just with a different stamp set. Okay, so first card we're going to do is Sharing in Your Sorrow. And you know me, I'm not a fan of doing sympathy cards. I just find them really hard to do, but this is very, very simple, very basic. So if you've got a pen and paper handy, I'm going to give you some measurements. Sorry, I'm opening up my cheat sheet. So it is, I'm just going to move something around. I'm going to leave that there. We're using, so all three cards are Crumb Cake and Whisper White. So we've got Crumb Cake that's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored in half at 4.25. And we've got two pieces of Whisper White that are 4 by 5.25. One is for the inside and one is for the outside. We will also need the vellum cardstock. That's this here, and the circle punch. Some crushed curry cardstock to do the blossom, and the Mossy Meadow ink and the crushed curry ink. Okay, so let's start with the blossom, the twig stamp, or the branch, this one here. And I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. So just so you know, if you ordered from me within the last year, or you've sent me a message to let me know you want a catalog, they have been, oh sorry, I need the paper piercing mat. The catalogs have been ordered. I had to finalize the order on April 30th, whatever day that was. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp this kind of like that. And now I'm going to take this blossom stamp here, and I'm going to have to stand up for this so I can see over. And we're going to take the crushed curry, and this is all one stamp, and we are going to kind of place it where it looks like it's going to fit the best. There we go. Okay, so and next we're going to do Sharing in Your Sorrow, and we're going to use the Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to stamp that up. Oh, did I get a very good job? I'm going to stamp that up here. And then on the inside, there is a sentiment that goes with it. It's hoping you can find strength for today and peace in tomorrow. And while we've got the green out, I'm also going to stamp that on for the inside. Okay, and there's the card. I'm going to leave that to the side to dry a little bit. And now I need the big circle punch. It's a 2-inch circle punch, and this is carrying over. A lot of the circle punches are not. And this is the vellum cardstock. It's actually, if you were to go purchase this at a big box store, it's a lot thinner. Do I have it? Do I have any from a big box store? Hold on one second. I sometimes have it when I'm stuck. Okay, I don't know if you can see the difference. So this is really thin, and this is thicker. So I really like the Stampin' Up's vellum paper. And then we're going to punch the circle out, and then using, I just need to move something back. Then we're going to use some Tombow glue and a little dot of glue. You can use a glue dot as well if you'd like, and just glue that down. And now the small blossom punch, we are going to punch out 2. And I've got a finger here. I'm going to use a finger and some of the crushed curry, and I'm just going to edge it. I didn't do that on this card, and but I did it on the subsequent cards, and you can see the difference. It just makes the card pop just a little bit more. And then I'm going to show you one trick. We want to give these petals a little bit of dimension, and I've shown this before in like classes and clubs. So using the largest end of the stylus, and just on the paper piercing mat, I'm just going to circle in the middle until you see the blossom kind of take shape and have a roundness to it. I'm going to do that for the next one. I don't have the windows open today, and with the lights on in here, it's really warm. So if I come back on camera and I've got a bead of sweat coming down my face, you'll know why. And now we're going to adhere this to the front of the card. Yeah, so the next week, the catalogs will start to mail out to customers, and they will be going bulk mail. So it'll take a bit to arrive. I know demonstrators catalogs have started to arrive. I don't have mine yet. I have the electronic copy. I just don't have the hard copy yet. But I know some at West have received it. And then again, using some Tombow glue, and again, you could use a glue dot if you like. I'm just going to put a little dot of glue on the bottom there, and I'm going to put that petal down, and then in the middle, I'm going to put this one on top, like that. I'm going to let it dry just a little bit. I'm going to sit back down again. I'm going to do a really simple bow using the linen thread. When you add a dimension like a thread or a gem, it just adds a little bit of richness and texture to your card. So it really takes it up a notch, especially when a card is very plain. And in this case, I am going to use a glue dot. And I hope everyone has been doing well. I don't know what they've said. They're going to start reopening things, but I don't know what that means to the world. We at work haven't been given an okay yet to go back, so I'm not sure when that's going to happen. My boss keeps saying end of May, but I don't know. And then last, we are going to put one of the small gems on the center of the card. And then we will, oops, and then I'll adhere the inside. So that's the card, and we can cut this off just a little, whoops. There we go, that's the card, and I'm going to put the center in a little on the inside. Any questions? Everybody have any questions, or everyone's good? You're just intent on watching me create. Okay, and there we go. Hoping you can find strength for today and peace in tomorrow. So that's the first card, and that was the one I made this morning. And this was the card I made with our team card, but again, it was using a Celebration stamp set. So the thing here is this stamp set has retired, but I just looked in my stash and found something that was similar and on hand that I could create with. Now the stamp set, the Celebration stamp set, had this stamp in it, but I just punched them out individually, and it works the same. So that's the first card. I'm clapping. Okay, and now the second card. Now the second card is I have two versions. Because this is simple stamping, folks, and with no die cutting, I am going to give you the measurements. Let me get rid of that one. Look how organized I am. And I even highlighted at the bottom, see right here, gold, that means it's retiring, and to mention it to you that it's retiring. So again, this is crumb cake, that's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The Whisper White for the inside is 4 by 5 1/4. The Whisper White, Anne's clapping, thank you, Anne. The Whisper White for the outside is 4 by 3. And then again, we've got the circle vellum piece, and then the 2 petals again. Now, if you wanted to take it up a notch, because this is simple stamping and there's no die cutting involved, you can use the, what's it called? Did I write it down? Oh shoot, I didn't. Sweet labels, I think. Sweet label dies. So this is it using these dies, and I used the largest one. So while this card is really nice, I like this card better, but this is using the die cutting machine. So you can see the difference, just adding that little bit of another element to a card, how it changes it up. But we're going to be making this one because the whole point behind this Simple Stamping Sunday is simple stamping and no die cutting, right? And I got to tell you, it's harder than you think. For me, it is anyhow. Okay, so now we're going to take the leaf again, or the twig, the branch, whatever it is, and the mossy meadow. And my sister and I, what got us going, we found cousin from England had moved to Vancouver as a land surveyor in 1968, and he was out surveying property in Vancouver Island, and was mistaken for a deer and was shot by a 17-year-old twice, and he died. So there's a park down in Salt Spring in BC that's Peter Arnell Park. So my sister and I got all excited. So this is what we were doing last night, and why I kind of had to recreate the wheel for as far as cards goes, because I went to bed late. Anyhow, now we're going to do this again. And you can see I'm actually lining them. I hope you can see I'm lining it up so that the blooms are not on the actual stem, the branch. And then the thank you. And I've got thank you. Oh, I'm going to actually tuck the thank you in. No, it doesn't, no room for it to tuck it in there. I'm going to put it there then. And then on the inside, your kindness has touched my heart. This stamp set, I've used every stamp but one, and I got to be honest with you. The only reason why I didn't use the other image was because I didn't want to introduce another color. Just hold on a second, because I don't think that's, oh yeah, it's okay. There we go. And I'm going to put this aside. And the big punch. I know, aren't these cards simple? They're so simple. If you think about it, 3 cards in like a half an hour, right? And we're going to do the same thing. A little bit of Tombow glue. I'm going to put it up there. And again, 2 of the blossom punches. Now this blossom punch was one of the celebration items, and it's carrying over. And then I've got my finger dauber, and you can use a sponge. Doesn't have to be a finger dauber. I'm just using the sponge because it saves that finger from getting inky. Mind you, my thumb was inky this morning when I was making the cards. Okay, and again, we're going to do this technique where we're going to the trick is to do it, not do it so hard that you kind of make a hole in the middle, but just so that you curl up the petals. Okay. And this is getting popped up. I'm looking for my dimensionals. Oh, here they are. So this is getting popped up, this guy here. So 4 corners, 1 in the middle, and the other corners.
They seem simple. Oh yeah, they seem simple. No, seriously, Cindy, they are simple. They're really, really simple. But I will tell you that for this card in particular, I prefer this. I prefer the scalloped edge. I think it just adds a little bit more to it. I tried doing sort of stamped image behind this, but it looked very forced, and I thought no, I left it off. I thought better to be clean. And oh, I'm going to put there. Okay, now where did the other? Oh, there it is. And when you lay one petal on top of the other, just kind of put it opposite the petals so that you get that a fuller petal. And then cut enough off. And this is just a simple bow, nothing fancy. Oops. If I can only do it. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm going to fail on camera. There we go. And a glue dot. Over here. Be nice if I put stuff back in the containers, because I don't. So I see the box, but I can't see the actual glue dots. Okay, and then another of the gold gems. I'm sad to see the gold gems go because I really like them, but oh, what happened? I didn't do a very good job with the glue dot. I'm sad to see the gold gems go, but they have been around for a while. There we go. So I have been obsessing. I'm very late to the game, and I have been Netflixing Schitt's Creek. Anybody else? I cannot tell you how I am loving the show, and I remember watching it a few years ago thinking, oh my god, this is a stupid Canadian show. And it really is a stupid Canadian show, but I've gotten obsessed with it. And then the Inside Your Kindness has touched my heart. And there we go.
How did you use the scallop? Oh, good, Karen. You liked Schitt's Creek too? Yeah, I liked it. Anne's asking, how did you scallop the edges of the white? With this one here, Anne, I used, I think it's called Stitch So Sweetly. I used this die. But in my quest to keep it simple stamping, I'm showing you the alternate, which I really love. But to keep it simple, I've just done the 3x4. And then there's the inside of the card. Now, I've watched, and I'm Karen, seasons 1 to 5, but season 6 isn't on Netflix, and I haven't seen it, so I may be downloading it from Apple TV or Amazon or something and paying for it. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. Okay, so this is the last card. And this is a sympathy card. Oh, no, sorry, it's a birthday card. Emily likes it. Yay! Oh, and you do have that Stitch Sweetly. You know, okay, so let me just go back here. So you don't need the Stitch Sweetly for this one. You could use, you could use the rectangle. You could use one of these. It doesn't have to be the scallop one. It could be this. No, sorry, this is the stitched rectangle. I think this is Sweetly Stitched or Stitched Sweetly. Yeah, so yeah, you can use any of them that give you that look. Okay, so this is best wishes on your wonderful day. So it's a birthday card, and we're going to be doing the same thing. So where is my, let me get a drink. Okay, so again, this is Crumb Cake and Whisper White. So this is 8 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. The Whisper White on the inside is 4 by 5.25. The Whisper White on the outside is 2 by 5.25. And again, we need the triple banner punch, the vellum cardstock, the 2-inch circle punch, the Mossy Meadow ink, the crushed curry ink, the linen thread, and the gold faceted gems, which are retiring. Okay, so with this card, let me put this out of the way. And we used strength, we used that stamp. I'm just getting the stamp that we need. Your kindness has touched my heart. We use that. Birthday. Oh gosh, I can't read this. Even with glasses on, I can't read it. Here's to always finding the joy. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Birthday. Oh, sorry. Best wishes on your joyful day is wedding card. Why was I thinking birthday? I was thinking best wishes. Oh, my cheat sheet. Oh, I'll post my cheat sheet back. There we go. Sorry, it's best wishes. It's wedding card. Sorry, best wishes on your joyful day. And on the inside, it says, here's to always finding joy in one another's laughter, warmth in one another's embrace, and love in one another's lives. So I am going to stamp that on the inside first. Here's two. And this video is going to stay up. So if you need the measurements, you can always go back and play it. They'll always be there. Okay, and there's the inside. And now the outside, we are going to stamp the best wishes on your joyful day. And we're going to stamp it not right at the top, but a little bit down. You know me, I'm an eyeballer. I don't necessarily measure. I know that's bad. There we go. And then we're going to take the stem again, just like we've done before. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to fork the edges, the bottom. Okay, so this is the triple banner punch. If you don't have the triple banner punch, you can fork it manually, snip up the middle, and then snip left and right. But the triple banner punch just makes life so much easier. And it does 3 sizes, right? So 2 inches is the largest size that it does. And now we can do this. And there we go. And then again, the yellow. And I might get off the paper on some of them, but that's okay, off the edge. There we go. Okay, and now the 2-inch circle punch and the vellum cardstock. Okay, I stand up and then I get to sit back down again. When I'm stamping, I have to stand up so I can see what I'm doing. And then we're going to punch out 2 of the petals. And think, you can do this in multiple colors. So you don't have to be stick with these colors. If you wanted to do purples and yellows, or blues and pinks, right? You can change up the colors and use this as they call them card sketches. Oh, hi Linda, thanks for joining in. The video will stay up, so if you missed anything, you can follow along afterwards, and I will actually when we're all done this card, show all 3 cards again. And again, we're going to round these off just to give it some dimension. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to punch, we're going to pop this up because we can, and I like popping stuff up. I got my retirement order yesterday, and with my dazzling diamonds in it. Oh my God, I'm so sad that it's leaving. I should have put an order for these paper piercing mats. So the demonstrators can start. We'll get our pre-order selection on the 5th. Is that Tuesday? So they'll post the things we can order from the new catalog. New catalog, we can't order anything we want because in essence they'll have to carry 2 complete catalogs in the warehouse, so they don't have space. So we're given a select list that we can order from. And then I'm just going to put that there. I'm putting it up a little higher so that it can cover that space that's there. And then I'll put one like that. And then some Tombow glue in the middle. And put the petals opposite. And again, because I love my linen thread, this would be for a very sort of earthy wedding. I'm thinking like a garden wedding or a barn wedding or something like that. I don't know if I would necessarily give it out to, it would be very specific. And then another glue dot. Like that. And then another rhinestone in the gem in the middle. And then last but not least, my snail adhesive. And did I tell you that the snail adhesive is changing? The snail adhesive, they're coming out with, oh God, what it's called? Seal? Stamp and Seal, I think it's called. And it's going to be more on it. And there's going to be a Stamp and Seal Plus. And that's going to be like the, that we used to have before. And I loved it. Not everybody did, but it's going to be more robust for 3D items. If you are ordering mats, would you order an extra one for you? I will, and I'm going to order them. I never thought to order it when I placed my order for retiring stuff last week. I wanted to get, there were some things that were fantastic value on the clearance rack, and they sold out in like minutes, and I wanted to get them for giveaways. I shouldn't tell people because the price was ridiculous. They were regularly $60 and they were on sale for $9.15. You can bet I ordered a bunch of them for giveaways. But and then I bought some gems or whatever, some retiring stuff. So anyhow, so those are the cards. So that's the thank you card. And if I can find, and there is the thank you card using the scalloped Stitch Sweetly scallop dies. Can you order me a mat, please? Oh, Susan, will do. Anybody else want a paper piercing mat? I've got to make sure that they're still available. So that's the first card, the thank you card. And then the sharing in your sorrow. Those are the 2 cards. And then the best wishes on your wedding. So that's that card. And what inspired this was Judy's on here, and Judy's a team member of the Maple Leaf Stampers, so she would have she'll remember these cards because they were a simple stamping thing I did at one of our team get-togethers, and I wanted to show them how simple it was to create 2 really cute cards, but this was using a different stamp set. That was a celebration stamp set. Oh, sure, Emily, if you'd want one too, excellent. I will get you one as well. Boy, everyone wants paper piercing that. I think this is a head scratcher for everybody as to why Stampin' Up! is getting rid of them, because the only thing I can think of, maybe they're available in stores, I don't know, but I love them. And those are the 3 cards. And this video will stick around. And this is COVID-19 hair. Sorry, I need a haircut like everybody else. These cards, this video will stick around, and I also post them on YouTube, so they will get posted on the YouTube channel as well. And let's see, Marion says, thanks for yet another excellent card class. Thank you, Marion, and lovely card ideas. I hope you guys can use them. And remember, like, I took this stamp set that's retiring and created a whole different set of cards, but using product that is current. So you don't have to recreate the wheel. Go back and look to see what you have. And if you really like that style of card, you can probably find in your stash something that will work with the style that you want to make. Thanks for the sympathy card. And oh, she needs to make 4 this week. Oh, excellent. Oh, that's not a good thing though. Oh, and it was good seeing you too, Anne. I said to the girls last weekend, if you hadn't seen the video, that I miss you guys like crazy. I cannot wait till we can get back to reality and real life. So if anybody has any questions, just yell them out and I can answer. And if not, we will see. Oh, okay. So yeah, so yesterday I was hoping to come on and do an impromptu class, but like I said, my sister and I got working on the family tree, and time just goes flying when we're doing this stuff, and I never got it done. So Stampin' Up! Has come out with a COVID-19 product give back. And it's a downloadable. Hey, Charlene. Oh, you're welcome, Charlene. It's a downloadable PDF file, and it's got some really cute images. I haven't printed them all off yet. So I may, when I get my button gear, come back on and do another impromptu sometime this week. So I think it's $12 US for the downloadable PDF, and you have to print them off on your printer. But it's got sentiments. Oh, sorry, I've got to come back up this way. It's got sentiments like life may look a little bit different, but we're all in this together. I've been working on my home body. It's got margarita glasses. I've been playing, but I haven't done it. So I finished Netflix. What a year this week has been. Hope you're social distancing. There's 15 pages, I think, of downloadables. I changed out of my night pajamas and into my day pajamas to send you this card. Thinking of you as a positive thing. Happy quarantine. Just breathe. Sorry. And then there's a quarantine-y thing. Let's just roll with it with toilet paper. And so there's all these, it's like a normal martini, but you drink it at home alone. So there's all these images, and I've been working on creating simple cards. And I'll post the information, and all of the proceeds go to 2 charities. There's 2 charities you can pick from. And I will post the link. It's not through the Stampin' Up! Store, but it is it's Stampin' Up's promoting it. But all the proceeds are going towards either World Health Organization COVID-19 charities or, oh gosh, not Salvation Army. Oh, another charity. I forget which one it is. And you pick which one. And the reason why they chose those 2 charities are because Stampin' Up! Is globally, and they couldn't pick a charity that was specific to Canada or specific to North America because it's outside of their normal ordering process. It's something they set up separately. So does allow you to adjust font size. Yeah, I actually was not font size, but you can shrink it down. So I actually print images I liked, I snapshot them, put them into Word, and I shrunk them down to sizes that I wanted. So I haven't made the card yet though. But last count, I think it was last Friday, $40,000 has been raised for the 2 charities. And last time Stampin' Up! Did a give back like this, they raised over $110,000, I think it was. I think, I can't remember. She's going to give us an update, I think, this week. But I will post the link, and it's up to you what you guys want to do. It's not commissionable to me. It's if you like these and want to make cards using these fun, cute images and sayings, it's totally up to you. You have to print them on your home printer. That's the only problem. You're using your ink, right? So I will print them, and it's up to you if you're interested. I did print them, and I'm going to be making some, sending them out, but I just have to get my button gear and do it. Okay, so I will post that information. Charlene likes it, so and Anne's interested, so I will post that when I finish up and clean up, and we will see you. Oh, Karen's going to check with the download files too. If you know what I'll do, because when you download the file, you can't see all of the images. I will put copies of, I will show you the images on our private Facebook page, so you can see the images that you'll get. Okay, so that's it, and have a good week, and we will talk to you again hopefully next Sunday. Take care.